Hey guys, this is Observer Canadian here. I'm just setting up to make what I call fire cakes. I've seen a bunch on the market, and well, not a bunch. I've seen probably two on the market. Some of them, I don't think they work. They probably work light really well, but what they say is in them is kind of a joke. Anywho, so I'm going to make some here. I'm going to show you the setup I got. I'm just out here in my backyard at an old table we got. So I'll give you a quick show in here. Okay, so I'm using the Encamp little stove here. See, it's got a great base. It's nice and stable. It's not going to fall over. I've got it hooked up to gas right now. You can see the burner inside. Actually, you can lift it up. It's the easiest way to light it like that, and then just drops back down into place. And trust me, you get a good flame coming out of here. I'll show you the flame once I get going and that. I'm just using this little dollar store pot that I got. I'm going to need that, and get all the wires out of the way because I don't think you care about those. And I got some fat wood here. I got this in the springtime when I was up north. Got a bunch of it. In fact, I've got about 5 pounds of it here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be eventually making a fire kit for you guys, and I'm going to give some out for some people to test, and you guys can tell me if you like the fire kits I make, and I'll be adding a bunch of stuff, and hopefully I might get some of these fire cakes into somebody else's kit very shortly. But we'll find out. I got to do some testing here, see how it's going to work out. There's going to be at least small ones and large ones. Small ones will go into a fire kit, large ones will be sold separately. So I will get everything set up here, guys, and then I will be back. Okay, I'm back here. I'm just going to do a quick showing and kind of set up here. I'm going to show you what I've got everything set up. So what I've done is I've shaved some of the fat wood. So we're going to put those in. Here's my wax tea light candles. So these are going to be small ones. Hopefully I get 10-15 minute burn out of those. I'm hoping longer, but I'm shooting for 10 to 15 minutes. See, I got a big bucket of sawdust and shavings in here. There's elm and oak, a little bit of pine. But that's going to be the base for it. Wax, it's going to kind of set up like a wax wood. So we will get everything set up, and I will bring it back once I get it going again. Really quick, I wanted to show you, we are filming this in front of a live studio audience. Say hi to Newt. There's Newt. He likes to watch us doing this. I'll be right back with getting this. Okay guys, so I'm back here. I'm pretty much set up. What I've done is I've taken my little wax, I've thrown a bunch into my pan here. Now I'm just going to light my stove. So I'm lighting this, push it up, turn the gas on. There we go. So I want to get that as low as I can. It's actually pretty hot. And I don't really have a breeze to blow it out. Well, the breeze won't blow it out anyway right now. And we've already got melting occurring. Alright, so my wax is melting. Gonna help it around a little bit. Yep, I still got a flame in there. Flame is actually really hard to see in the daylight. Using the MSR. This is the all-season fuel blend. The only reason I like that is because I don't have to keep changing tanks out from summer to winter tanks. So just use the all-season one. This is melting really quick here. These candle lights don't really have a long burn time to them, so everything melts pretty quick, which is what I'm really hoping for. And then once I get it all melted down, I'm going to add in some of my sawdust and shavings here, and that should work just perfect. And then once I get that in there and get it to the consistency I want, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some of my fatwood shavings that I've made here. I'm looking at, they're kind of big, but you know, I don't want them too small. Like, I don't want sawdust. I'm going to try and keep them pretty big. See how that works first. Pretty much all melted here, and I got a lot more wax than I thought, and I only used about half of the ones I've got. Alright, so now I'm going to add in my sawdust, and if you've ever done this, you will see it bubbling. Simply for the fact even the dry wood is getting any moisture out of it. Getting myself covered here. It's bubbling away. And did I bring a stir stick? No, I did not, because I wasn't thinking that far ahead. I did have, oh, there it is. I did have a piece of fat wood here I was using up north, so I'll just use that. Yeah, it's all absorbed right in. Nice. I pretty much got the consistency I wanted right away. Just turn this around here. Yeah, we got it burning. Don't want to let it burn. I think I'm going to have to use a thicker pan. Yes, you can smell it. Can you smell it? We got to go with smell-o-vision here, guys. So that's that's a lot of heat coming off that the Encamp stove here I've got. I'm impressed with that, and I've got it turned down. It's almost off, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the cone shape to it, wider at the bottom, narrower at the top, so it's throwing a lot of heat out. Alright, there we go. I'm going to stop burning it now. Make sure that's all in there, all mixed up. I think it's going to turn out perfect, just the way I want it. There you see everything's... Yeah, this is working pretty good. I got it exactly the way I want it. Okay, I am going to throw in some of my shavings now, because this is pretty much done. That way I can get them all mixed in. Now, clearly the fat wood, you don't want to cook it in the wax, because you want to keep all the oils in with it. Now I can really smell the pine. Now remember, guys, I'm just testing this for the first time. I talked to Sydney about it, and we decided we were going to do it because we were looking around for some, and quite honestly, I can't believe the prices some of these guys want for, you know, whatever they call their little fire cakes. I'm calling them fire cakes. I don't know what anybody else is calling them. Forget right now, it's irrelevant. But I got that all mixed in. Nice. Alright, now I'm going to leave you guys for a second. I'm going to get my little containers all filled up with this. Alright, turn my gas off. Just leave that sitting there. And I will be back in a second. Okay, guys, I just want to show you this. I think my live studio audience has kind of lost interest. Okay, sorry, shameless cat. Okay, there we go. So set up. I got this here, my mixture. I'm just letting it cool down a bit because I don't feel like burning my fingers. So there are some charred pieces in there. The wax is in there nicely. It's starting to set, so I want to get it in before it fully sets. And what I've done, we gotta go. Now, get the whole together. Anyway, so what I've done is I've got my empty little containers here, and I am going to use the wick, just so you know. Yep, that's still a little warm. And what I want to do is get them pressed down. I don't know how this is going to work with this wick. I'm going to need a little more sawdust mixed in these. Okay, this melted wax is kind of hot on the fingers. Yeah, I'm going to have to actually mix some sawdust in here. It's fine, yet I'm mixing it with my fingers. Never been Alright, so get this all packed in here around the lip. I might have to do this actually, whatever, with more sawdust. Like I said, this is just experimental today. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is one of these, or two of these, I'm actually going to throw in a cotton ball, pull it apart, to help with the lighting process. And if this works out, I should be able to light these with just a ferro rod. Yeah, okay. The wick part's not going to work. I think it's still too warm. It's melting it. That's way too much cotton. But I can't use the cotton to push it down on it. That seems to be working pretty good. I don't know how well you guys can hear me because I didn't put my mic on. I left it hanging over there, but I do have a mic on the table, so hopefully you guys picked up everything. Alright, so there is the first one. I think I'm going to have to X out that, X-nay on the wicks. I don't think the wicks are going to work real well. You never know. I'm going to try a different way to do it. Alright, get some more of this in here. So I'm trying a couple of different ways to do these. Because after all, we are going for burn. We're not going for pretty here, guys. So I'm going to throw some cotton right in there. I got a feeling the cotton will work. Cotton's going to work better than the wick. So what I'm hoping here, guys, if I got enough wax in them, they'll hold them together. And I want to do them not just because of the form, The form's a bonus with this. I didn't know what all I was going to need here. Like I said, brand new doing this. Never tried it before. You guys can do it at home. It is a pain in the ass to do, apparently. But really, I wanted to see how many I could get made up in a relatively short period of time. Like I said, I do plan on selling these also. You know, if there's anybody out there who wants some of these, let me know. Like I said, I'm still in the testing stages with them, but I figured you guys might want to see how they're made, the process. That way, if you decide you want some, you'll know exactly what you're getting. Clearly, everything's natural materials, no chemicals, unless you consider wax a chemical. I'm going to try a couple of different kinds of wax too. These tea candle waxes, you know what, I'm not even sure what kind of wax they are. A little more on that one. I'm going to try, I'll try the paraffin wax, which is actually what I think this is paraffin wax. Alright, these, I might have to use more wax in these, because I want to get them tight. The tighter they are, the longer of a burn time you'll get. I've seen some, they say they have coal in them. Anybody who knows coal, if you've ever had a coal fireplace, you've got to have a certain air circulation to keep them going. Coal just sitting in the bottom of a fire really doesn't do anything. It might keep it, keep you a spark, but it's really not going to do a whole lot. You have to have air for coal to work properly. That's why whenever you see a blacksmith or anything who uses coal, that's why they've got the bellows to heat it up. I just keep adding to these. Anywho, I got 3 different ones going here. I've got one without a wick with a lot more cotton. I've got one with the wick sticking out the side. Got a bit of cotton, and I've got one with no wick and just a bit of cotton. So we're going to see which one of these works. I'm going to let all this set up. You guys don't want to see me filling all these, so I'm going to continue filling all these. If I do a different one, then I'll show you that one, but I think pretty much this is the way it's going to go. I'm going to do one of these 3 styles. I'll do a burn test. I'll time it, see which ones last longer. And it's breezy out right now, so it's a perfect time to test it. Every once in a while we're getting a little wind gust, and while I'm doing this and before I cut out here, I just want to say, I hope you guys on the East Coast are all doing well. I know you got Dorian coming up there. It's already been through the Bahamas. Bahamas. Oh, this is starting to set up. So I got to get working on this. Anywho, it's actually just passing the Carolinas now, heading towards east coast of Canada. A couple of friends of mine on the east coast there. So Dan the Outdoorsman and Shat in the Woods. Man, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope to talk to you. Don't imagine I'm going to get to talk to you guys today, because I've already said there's major power outages there. So hopefully I get to talk to you guys in a couple of days. Make sure your families are safe, and everybody's, not just these guys, everybody's family's safe down there. Anyhow, I'll get filling these, and I will be back when I get these done, and then we'll try a burn test. Sorry guys, had the mic turned off. I don't know if it recorded it or not. Holy jeez. Oh, you guys didn't catch that. Squirrel just came flying past. Alright. So that was the one with a lot of cotton in it. This is the one with hardly any cotton in it. I try this one next. I don't believe this one's going to start. I put a bunch of dry stuff on top. No. Okay, there is no cotton in. Oh, did I put cotton in this one? No, I didn't. Alright. So we'll try and give it a spot there. See if it'll catch a spark. I don't believe it will. I didn't think it would. Get my rod the right way. Alright, you can see I'm throwing lots of spark in that. That one's not going to work. Out. Okay, now this one I did a little different. Put some cotton in this one. There's no wick, and I actually put a little bit of wax on the top. There we go. 2 strikes. It started. We'll see if that'll stay going. Okay, this one has a wick and a little bit of cotton. There we go. We'll see if it goes. Now, there was hardly any cotton in this one. Stuff that fell off the side is now burning. Get out there. Alright. Okay, now neither of these two have cotton in them. So, you know what? Right now, I know these are burning pretty good. And you can see it, you can tell there's a bit of a breeze there on them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, so we know the cotton will start with just the ferro rod. Because that one didn't work, it doesn't have cotton, or ferro rod did not light, even though I had dry stuff on top. So we're going to count that as a definite fail. And these ones, I'm just going to light with a lighter. Let's see if they catch. Alright, that one's straight up. I got one hanging over the side here. Okay. So right now, I'm inclined to go with the little bit of cotton and a wick. That way you have options to light. That's what I think is very important. You're going to have an option to light it. So hey, you can see they're burning for quite a while, guys. Now that's while they are in their little containers. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a 20-minute burn out of these. Now, remember, this is the one that had the most cotton in it. This one had the least amount of cotton in it. You can feel it. You can see the breeze. They're not going out. Okay, I think this is a definite pass, guys. You know what? Sorry, getting in your way here. Okay, so they've been going for 5 minutes. Easily 5 minutes. I got wax all over everything, including my phone now. That's not good. Clock. There we go. Timer. Okay, I am setting my timer at 20 minutes right now. Hey, you see a good breeze come up. So if it goes, I'm calling it 5 minutes for that front one to start, and then maybe a minute, actually probably only about 30 seconds each for those. Now with the leftover wax that I did have, I don't like leftovers. I like to use everything I've got. So I have got a plan here, guys. I took the leftover wax and I made some cheap, homemade, do-it-yourself, I'm not going to call them fire plugs because they're not. They're just homemade fire starters. A little bit of wax on them. They're not covered. They're not soaked right through. There's dry stuff here. And I'm going to use my other fire starter here. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love this one. This one's going to last me my lifetime. Probably hand that one down to somebody else. We've got our one from Opiongo Bushcraft. This throws an amazing amount of spark because it is softer than this one. So clear that off. So just so you get an idea, look at the sparks this thing throws. Amazing spark. Opiongo Bushcraft. So there's those. You know what? I'm going to throw those in with some other stuff. These are still burning. That's another 2 minutes it did it. And actually I've got a message here too. It's probably my giveaway that I did. I'm hoping. Look, my fingers are so full of wax. Yep. Alright, so my giveaway has gone out to McCartney Survival. He won the H2O Global Water Purifier, which I am sure they can use some water purifiers down in Bahamas right now. Okay, so I lit this one probably at 19 minutes, so it's been going for a minute already. Good flame on it. I see the wax keeps it. That's the important part, is the wax on it. So I think I'm going to do a bunch of those too, with just leftover wax. And I'll probably keep some for myself and give some away. Oh, yeah. So if this all works out the way I want it to, which apparently it does look like it is, we're going to be setting up a fire starting survival kit, and these little ones will be in it. I will be making some big ones, and I'll show you the big one in the next video. Maybe I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do another video on the bigger ones. You guys don't need to see it all. I'll show you the quick process again in the next video with the big ones, and we'll get those out too. But you know, I wanted a 10 to 15 minute burn on one of these. So looks like I am going to get rid of that. No, I want to get rid of that off my phone. Get it off my phone. There we go. Okay, that's been another 4 minutes, and probably 5 minutes before I started it. So we're easily going to get the 10 minute on this one. This will be close to the 10-minute mark. These have been going for a couple of minutes already. Yeah, that's been going for almost 4. That's 3.5 minutes right now for this one. Because I started that at about the 19-minute mark, and it's been going. Yeah, I'm down to 15:21. and it's good. I liked it. We got a good breeze going here. And they're not going out. Well, that one went out. Not sure what's going on with that. Maybe it just wasn't packed in as tight. But yeah, so these two, neither one of them have cotton in them. They just had a wick in them. So it wasn't going to start them with the fire rod. Or ferro rod, fire rod. It could be called a fire rod. 4.5 minutes for that one now. So I'm definitely going to go with those. You can get a 4.5 hour burn, or 4.5 hour. Oh, it's a long day. A 4.5 minute burn just on a simple cotton ball with a bit of wax. That should be long enough to get a fire going. These will definitely are going to get a fire going. Okay, that's past the 10-minute mark, so that's perfect. These ones are closing in. Yeah, I'm down under. It's been 6 minutes. This has been on plus the 5. So yeah, so that one's at 11 minutes, and these are all around the 10-minute mark. These been shortest there. Cotton ball. Wow, I moved it and it started up again. Thought it was out, but it's still burning down there. Alright people, we got a plan. So I am going to post this up and gonna make some calls and talk to some people, and you are going to see these out on the market pretty soon. When I say market, I'm just doing it's not going to be in a store or anything like that. It will be in hopefully a survival kit. I'm going to send some of these out now that I got them made. The ones with the wicks and the cotton are the ones we're going to use. I got to figure out how to package these now. Alright, that one's still got a bit of a flame on it, but it's pretty much out. And that's at 1240. So we'll call it 1230 because it's still got a little bit of a flame on it. Alright, so that's 7.5 minutes plus the 5 minutes, so 12.5 minutes. I got the burn time I wanted. Still got a little bit of a flame. I think it just went out. Alright, so we're good. We're all over 10. They're all over 10 minutes. Perfect. Alright guys, so those are my fire cakes. Simple to use. Light up pretty easy. Except this one. This one does not want to start at all. Amazing. The one with the dry wood does not want to start. I'm not impressed. Even put a flame on it and it doesn't want to go. Oh, must have been a little piece of fat wood sticking out of there. So we got work. It works. Alright guys, this is Observer Canadian. I hope you like watching this, how we make it. Like I said, this was a test day for them. And alright, so the ones with the cottons burn the longest. Alright, no cotton in these. That one's out now. Tell by the smoke, it's out. This one's not quite out, but almost. And that one's still burning, and that one's still burning. Huh. I'm impressed. I even impressed myself. And that one was the one with the cotton and the wick. Okay, so the wind just blew them out. They were almost done anyway. They all went over the 10-minute mark. Close it up, let them burn out. Alright guys, so this is Observer Canadian. Hope you like watching this, guys. Remember, it's simple to make these. It's just time consuming. Like I did those, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more made. So that took quite a while, but that's testing and all that first too, and getting everything set up. So now I know what's going on. I'll get some of these made up. I'm going to send them out to some people. They can try them out, test them for themselves, and hopefully everything will work out. And if anybody wants to try them, let me know. I'm going to see how many I can get made up and that. I'm not sure what they're going to sell for once I start selling them, but I believe they're going to be probably sold by the dozen. So anywho, alright guys, Observer Canadian, I'm John. You guys have a good day.